Check one, check two. Ho, ho, we're back, we're back, we're back, we're back, we're back. We are. We're back. We're here. We're live. I can't believe it. Oh my. Oh my. What happened? Oh, there we are. Check one, check two. Ho, ho, ho. Check one, check two. What the? Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Why? Check one, check two. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the program. Oh my God, what a slow start that was. Welcome, everybody. How you doing? So how you doing? Make sure everything's rolling here. Give me a thumbs up if you could see me. If you could see me. If you can see me, say hi. Say hi. I think we're rolling. I think we're good here. Live stream is a bit slow, a little bit sluggish here. So, hey, how you doing, everybody? Welcome to the program. There I am. All right, let's see myself. And let's begin. So, welcome. I'm back. I took a little bit of a hiatus for personal reasons, and it was a good reprieve to... I was in a situation, and kind of still am in a situation, where I get to talk to regular people, people within the community, people that are not knee-deep in politics or anything else really in particular. So that was kind of a good thing that has happened. And I got to tell you, coming back right now to this program, I realize that we're in a totally different place. We're in a different planet, really, right? If Elon Musk is standing next to the next president of the United States with an Occupy Mars shirt on, I think we really are in that kind of place. And I got to tell you, the appointments, I want to talk about those. I know I'm a little late to the game here, but people like Tulsi Gabbard, these are some of Donald Trump's appointments since the last time we spoke. Tulsi Gabbard for head of the intelligence community, right? She's the leader of the CIA, FBI, NSA. Imagine that. All need confirmation, but they'll get confirmed. No one's going to stop Tulsi Gabbard from being confirmed. Vivek Ramaswamy, the guy is pure as snow. Him and Elon Musk are going to run some other kind of committee. RFK Jr. is in his lane with the health secretary of some sort. But the big one, I got to tell you, the earth shaker, the ground mover, the real earthquake, bombshell, is Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz as Attorney General is fucking amazing. It is everything that Trump could have imagined for, and then some. Is Matt Gaetz going to follow the Trump, ideology? Of course he is. And why? Because that's what he's supposed to do. Because Trump is the president of the United States and has a mandate. Right? So now, if you've noticed over the last few weeks, all of those legal cases there in Brooklyn with Alvin Bragg and Letitia James, they all got thrown in the garbage. We're going to postpone this prosecution till 2029, which is absolute and utter crap, right? There's no way that a case is going to, be hung. Here's the deal. The Department of Justice historically will never prosecute a sitting president. That is just the way it is. Trump has been elected, so all the cases against Trump are officially thrown out. So what was the point of an insurrection? Right? If you roll the tape back a year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, there was this talk about how brave people went to the Capitol one day after Trump lost the election, allegedly lost the election, to voice their opinion that something doesn't smell right here. And for that, they were accused, some convicted of insurrection. No one was convicted of treason, but they were tried for something as severe as civil war. Right? And some of them are still sitting in jail to this day. Right? Now, what was the point of the insurrection? The insurrection, quote, insurrection, was to make America great again, to bring it back to base, to end the lawfare, right, where the law is being used to corral political people, right, and others too, censorship and such, right? So to overthrow the government. Now think to yourself, has Trump overthrown the government? Well, he's overthrown the government that currently is, or recently was, but he did it through an election, right? That means that Trump, love him or hate him, is the leader of the country, and you can say that the insurrection, the attempt to dismantle the government and replace it with something better has been achieved by Donald Trump and his people. So that's really what I want to talk about. And I got to tell you, the wrecking ball, all eyes on Matt Gaetz. He's the Attorney General. He's Trump's lawyer, right? He's gonna, and why is this? Why is a guy like Matt Gaetz so important? Because Trump has a mandate to fill for the American people. I think I just said that. But the mandate is clear, right? What people in America want. They are now leaning, I would say it's more, it's not even center right anymore. It's center, but it's center far right, right? It's center 3/4 right, almost till the end. And people are, the abortion issue, the people don't want, they want pro-life. They want to stop that abortion. The issues on the border with immigrants piling into the country, forced vaccines, lawfare, incredible censorship, incredible inflation, corporatization, money flowing into corporate. So there's a million reasons why. There's a million reasons why the insurrection has occurred, and that's really what I want to talk about. This is my thumbnail today. The insurrection is complete. Right? If you could look back at it, right? If you look back at the video and you see, at the angry mob, as they're called, piling in, it's just a great example, right? The January 6th riots. Where regular people pushed into the Capitol and took it over for a minute, right? That was the point. They just wanted to show everybody that they can do it. Did the people of January 6th and any other rally really have the power to overthrow a government? Of course not, right? There's no arms. There's maybe one gun in the crowd against the United States Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and the fucking Space Force? No, it wasn't the British fucking Navy floating into the New York Harbor. Right? So, but the insurrection is complete, and it was done. It was done kind of around the back door, if you will. So my name is Marcus Conte. This is my website. That's my thumbnail, by the way. This is my website, and. This is, I realize, this program is one of the longest running live streams in America. I didn't realize that because people started to live stream on YouTube maybe, 2015, 16. I was right in there, I came a little late, maybe late 2016. But for the most part, I'm still here and they're all gone, right? So we're still here in some form or another. and it's only going to get better, right? The promise, the promise that Trump brings to media is fascinating and unrivaled. Really, really unprecedented in American history, where a proponent, where Trump rose to power, and then it was taken from him, and then rises to even greater power, right? I think the only president that was there was one president that was president, then lost, and then came back to be president again. I forgot his name. I think it might have been Coolidge or one of those guys. I don't really remember, but one president. So Trump is only the second president to do that. In the case of get your white privilege out of here. Oh my God, I'm still. I just did some the last of the paperwork to send in to New York State Division of Human Rights. The case is now sitting before the good judge in that case, and he will render a decision soon. We're waiting. We'll wait. And it's real. The case of white privilege, all agencies, this is, if you recall, all agencies are directed to begin to identify all contracts or other agency spending related to any training on critical race theory, white privilege, or any other training propaganda that teaches or suggests, one, the United States is inherently racist or evil, and two, that any race or ethnicity is inherently racist or evil. Divisive, false, and demeaning propaganda of critical race theory is contra to all we stand for as Americans. Executive Order of the President of the United States, September 4, 2020. See, that's what this case is about. This case is about civil rights. It's about freedom of expression, where one lone, buckaroo, right, comes along and flings out his racist slur at a reporter while he's at a hospital, right? It's just bizarre and profound, but that's where the country was, not even 4 or 5 years ago, right, with the whole George Floyd debacle. But that's what this is about, and now we sit and we wait and we find out how the judge is going to word this, which is going to be really, really interesting to see and talk about, and so I'm going to do that. And here we go.
Our next president, 47th president of the United States. Desk HQ can now project that former President Donald Trump will be our next president, 47th president of the United States. DDHQ projects Trump will win the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Desk HQ.
I love this clip, man. That clip is heartwarming. It's a heartwarming clip. All right, so if you think that Trump is going to sit on his hands, a lot of people are saying that, he's president now, he's going to recede into the Ivy Tower and do nothing, right? But listen to the rhetoric coming out of Steve Bannon. At one point was his number one, the chief of staff. He was his chief advisor in 2016. Steve Bannon set Trump on the right path to win the presidency in 2016. And what did they do to Steve Bannon? They threw him in jail for 4 months, right? They smeared him. They took away his assets. They locked him up, right? Steve Bannon got locked up. Where Hillary Clinton should have gotten locked up, Steve Bannon got locked up. For what? For nothing, right? When you looked at his cases, it was really just, it was the usual, you took money from the wrong people during an election and you defrauded this one and defrauded that one. This is called lawfare. But listen to how Steve Bannon is going to handle it. Listen to these words. If you don't think that the insurrection is complete, listen to this.
Here, Mr. Bannon, right here, Mr. Bannon. The microphone's right here. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You talked to President Trump since the election.
The people rendered their verdict on all this lawfare on last Tuesday, 1 week ago. And like I have worked on for years and years and years, the whole country came together. Working class people all over came together, and they rejected what's going on in this court, what's going on with President Trump. The lawfare of Tish James and Alvin Bragg and Jack Smith and Merrick Garland has been rejected by a landslide by the American people. So the one thing I have to say to Merrick Garland Lisa Monaco, Jack Smith, Tish James, Alvin Bragg. You wait. The hunted are about to become the hunters. Thank you very much.
The hunt. Oh my God! Have you ever seen anything like that? Right? Steve Bannon just called out the whole New York crowd, right? The lawfare crowd, and said, "You hunted us, and now we're going to hunt you." Does he mean it? Does he have the power to do it? You bet your fucking ass he does. You don't think that Steve Bannon is going to be in that office with Matt Gaetz, the Attorney General of the United States? Look, it's a team, right? It's a new party, right? And these are the guys running the show right now. So congratulations to Steve Bannon. There was a lot of people literally fighting for their lives in the Trump election. People that got really just blown out, and, pushed aside. And to all the people that, vaccines were pushed on and they quit and or refused their jobs, to engage in such crazy activity, right? Those people too. This is a win for you. Right? We all won, right, in some way. Right? For me, it's censorship. For me, the egregious ability of big tech to be forced to shut people up is so foul and so un-American, right? And that's really what I'm about, right? And there's ways around it. We've swerved. I mean, I've swerved around it for years. Having your own website, posting your videos somewhere else, to BitChute and Rumble and Facebook, right? Hiding your shit, right? So people can't. So these guys don't take it, right? The platform doesn't take it away from you, right? So, but those were fighting words, if ever. But look at the love. Let's see some of the love. Here's Trump. Okay, there's music. There's copyright music, so we're going to turn that off. But here's Trump at a UFC fucking kickboxing match, right? While Mike Tyson was fighting off Jake Paul, which he lost. He shouldn't have been in the ring with the guy. Mike Tyson is 58 years old. He's not a kid anymore. Greatest fighter who ever lived, in my view, Mike Tyson. But the sport, and here, this is the site. This is the scene right here. This is the scene right here. Here is, look at the love right here. This is Donald Trump and Joe Rogan, fucking almost tongue kissing at ringside. What a guy. What a time. Right. One of the most powerful podcasters in the world. Look at his team. He's got RFK there. He's got the Speaker of the House is fucking standing next to him. Vivek Ramaswamy is there. Tulsi Gabbard is there. RFK is probably somewhere in the crowd. Right? This is where we're at right now, America. This is what's happening right now. Right? And what else is so what the fuck is this? Oh yeah, here's some more love. Sylvester Stallone. You see this clip?
Question about it. Right away. Enrolling tomorrow. I'm very, very proud to be here. I didn't expect this, but I'll just keep it short and sweet because there's no such a thing as a speech too short. When I did Rocky, if you remember, the first image was a picture of Jesus, and it says Resurrection AC Club. I found a church that had been converted to a boxing ring. So the image pans down from Jesus onto Rocky being hit. And at that moment, he was a chosen person, and that's how I began the journey. Something was going to happen. This man was going to go through a metamorphosis and change lives, just like President Trump.
Wow. Who doesn't love Rocky?
We are in the presence of a really mythical character. I love mythology. And this individual does not exist on this planet. Nobody in the world could have pulled off what he pulled off, so I'm in awe.
Damn right.
And I'll just say this, and I mean it. When George Washington defended his country, he had no idea that he was going to change the world. Because without him, you can imagine what the world would look like. Guess what? We got the second George Washington. Congratulations!
So Sylvester Stallone. So Sylvester Stallone has paired, right, one of the greatest actors of all time, one of the most famous people in Hollywood has paired Donald Trump to George Washington. Watch the hug he gets. Trump's going to come out. Just turn it off because of the music. It's fucking copyright music. He's waiting for his hug. Yeah, every time Trump moves, he's moving to some song. And I wish he would stop doing that. Because you can't hear what he's saying because it's playing over copywritten music. Right? That's where we live today, right? No, the music's copywritten. You can't play it. You can't play it. It was played, and then you'll have to pay us because it was played. You'll have to pay us because
this is the sharp.
Right. That's what that says. It says you can't play our music, but we were paid for Trump to play it. Right? It's so ridiculous with this copyright garbage, right? Just let people play the music, right? It's a broad fucking cast, right? I'm playing the music because it's in the broadcast. It's in the video. Right? And there's Elon Musk. This is the picture when they called him gay. Elon Musk. Some lefties, the lefty media called Elon Musk gay, and he said, I don't care if you call me gay. Is Elon Musk gay? Is that what's up with him? He has no family. Well, he does have family. He has like 12 kids, right? With 6 different wives, right? How's he gay? Right? Not gay. Okay, what's this all about?
In the media is to be truthful with people and transparent. We're very transparent about the process that brought us to this point.
The liars, MSNBC. I forgot what they're saying. Let's see. The writing is on the wall.
I'll just say this as we're preparing for Trump to take the stage. Steve is going through the numbers. We have this very funky. It looks possible that Donald Trump might emerge with a popular vote majority.
He might merge with the popular vote. Look at the score when they're saying this. Trump has 266 to 194 when this jerk off is calling it. He only needs 3 more to win. He won. Of course, he's going to win the election on the popular vote, but they won't concede. It's funny.
When all the
we won't know for a long time.
We won't know for a long time, but this is not outside the realm of possibility.
We won't know the popular vote for a long time. Liars.
The Electoral College looks strongly in his favor, and if that is the case, if he has won the election, then he has won the election. And the reason I say that is because we've spent many years talking about democracy, vibrancy, and the importance.
He spent many years lying about the Russians hacked the election and shit like that. That's what you spent many years doing. MSNBC. I wonder if MSNBC can survive this, right? MSNBC, CNN, they got to do a complete fucking facelift, right? Do people still watch it? Is it still there? I don't know.
The peaceful transfer of power. We've had a violent insurrection staged against the constitutional order by the man. Where is the case?
Listen to what he's talking about insurrection after Trump won. Listen.
He has won the election, then he has won the election. And the reason I say that is because we've spent many years talking about democracy, vibrancy, and the importance of the peaceful transfer of power. We've had a violent insurrection.
A violent insurrection.
Staged against the constitutional order by the man.
Staged against the constitutional order.
And we're expecting to speak here, who urged his supporters
by Trump
to march to that Capitol, where they assaulted police officers and attempted to essentially steal power away from the majority of the country that had voted.
Steal power away from the majority of the country. Listen to the garbage this guy is shoveling, right? He believes it, too. Or he's just reading it.
Voted for Joe Biden. It's really important to note that while I believe that institutions have failed dramatically in putting us in the position we are, including the Supreme Court and other institutions, the Republican Party, that if he won, then he won. And that's what the Constitution says. It's what our current constitutional order says. It's what democratic majorities.
He's a bonehead, that guy. So what did Hillary Clinton say? This is 2016. I just stuck it in there. But listen to Hillary concede in 2016. This is how you do it.
Donald Trump is going to be our president.
That's right.
We owe him an open mind and the chance to lead. Our constitutional democracy enshrines the peaceful transfer of power. And we don't.
They love that peaceful transfer of power shit. They love that.
Just respect that. We cherish it.
This is the day after. You remember when Hillary Clinton lost? She was drunk all night, and then this was the speech she gave.
This loss hurts.
It sure
but
does.
Please.
Feels good to me.
Never stop believing that fighting for what's right is worth it.
That's probably the most evil fucking woman on the planet right there, Hillary Clinton. All right, so let's talk about Matt Gaetz. Let's talk about going forward, right? Is Matt Gaetz the real wrecking ball. Listen to this shit. This guy's fucking amazing.
Congressman Gates, what's your reaction to the House Ethics not releasing the report?
How have your meetings been today, sir?
What can we ask what your
They've
message
been going
is?
great. Senator's been giving me a lot of good advice. I'm looking forward to a hearing. Folks have been very supportive. They've been saying we're going to get a fair process. So it's a great day of momentum for the.
Okay, so let's talk about what's happening here. The scandal, right? Matt Gaetz, of course. Matt Gaetz is under fire because he's going to be the Attorney General, and he's going to fire a lot of these guys. But here's Matt Gaetz. Look at him. He's young. He's handsome. He's probably wealthy. He's very, very smart. He's going to be the Attorney General. Women are throwing themselves at Matt Gaetz. Certain types of women love a Matt Gaetz, right? He's 41 and he's the Attorney General. He's not only that, but he's a sitting congressman, and right. So the allegation again is that he's a pedophile. They're trying to frame Matt Gaetz as being a druggie and a pedophile, right? They're trying to put him right in there with fucking Hunter Biden, right? But there's no evidence. There's just a woman. And again, I know people are like, oh, you're just going to shame the victim. I'm not going to shame the victim, but why now? Why, this has been going on for about a year or two. But there's just one 17-year-old kid that says she had sex with Matt Gaetz. Was the girl 17? Again, I don't know the answer to these questions, but I would say it could have happened, right? You think like, well, he's a young guy, and it's not unusual for a good-looking 40-year-old guy to swing a 20-something, right? Maybe why is the girl out in the public? But that's the allegation, and there's some sort of, it's not a criminal investigation. It's a investigation in the Senate, right? So Matt Gaetz has resigned, not Senate, but the House of Representatives. Matt Gaetz has resigned his seat from the House of Representatives. Therefore, all of these investigations stop, right? So they're trying to get the record. They're trying to reveal the record of this. And that's really the only scar. Now, here's the other part of it. There's no way that Trump would have picked Matt Gaetz if he thought these kinds of things were going to stick. Right? There's no way. This is a totally bogus bullshit fucking, witch hunt, right, to get Matt Gaetz. Right? I think it is. Why him? Why now? Because he's powerful and he's rising.
That's right.
And also, he went after these allegations came about right after he lobbied to overthrow the former Speaker of the House, the Republican. That's why they came after him, right? And then Mike Johnson took over, right?
Any reaction
Right, that was a direct fucking cunt kick.
to the ethics committee? They said they're not going to release the report after their meeting today, at least at this point. Any response?
I'll be honest with you. I've been focused on what we got to do to reform the Department of Justice. I've been meeting with senators. I haven't been paying much attention to that.
Have you briefed President Trump at all?
I haven't talked to the president today, but had a great time with the vice president-elect talking about how we're going to end weaponization at the Department of Justice. We're going to tackle fentanyl. We're going to ensure that we don't have the DOJ involved in censorship anymore, and make sure that we get the country back on track and are there for President Trump's total fulfillment of his promises on an immigration agenda.
Are you confident you can get confirmed by the Senate? Do you feel like
It was a great day.
more meetings tonight?
Yes.
What time will we be done?
He's always a
The guy's the rock star. Right? That's a fucking rock star. Let's listen to some of the other things he's said. All right, so he's under attack, and that's what the mainstream media wants you to look at. Look, he's under attack. He's a child molester. He slept with a 17-year-old. He's sniffing coke at 2:00 in the morning with a 17. All this is what they're saying about.
Congressman, can you talk about why hundreds of Trump supporters did attack the Capitol and fight police that day? If it wasn't Donald Trump wanting them to do that, was it the FBI manipulating them? Was it Antifa? What happened?
We have tried to get those answers. I mean, one of the most searing pieces of evidence.
This guy is a number one proponent of finding out what the fuck went on January 6th. Right? He replaces Merrick Garland, by the way. Right? He's going to get confirmed. My prediction is that he'll get confirmed. Or, if you think that the allegations against Matt Gaetz are bad, wait until you see what comes down the pipe for others, right? If you get in this guy's way, Trump's going to get in your way, right? Because he's just going to pick somebody even more extreme, maybe Rudy Giuliani. Although Rudy's a little old, but he'll pick someone like, a Jim Jordan or one or the other, or Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't know if she's a lawyer, but Marjorie Taylor Greene could be the Attorney General as well.
Was when George Hill, a former FBI official whistleblower, said that he couldn't get information out of the Washington field office regarding cases that they were pushing out to Boston because the Washington field office said they had so many confidential human sources that were.
So this guy, he spent many hours investigating the way the FBI handled that situation. And now he's in charge of the FBI. The Attorney General is in charge of the FBI. They work for him, right? The Department of Justice. Right?
Or in the group.
Just realize the gravity of this placement right here. This placement right here puts an end to a lot of the censorship, a lot of the lawfare, or at least reverses the lawfare for a while, right? You got to lock some people up. Alvin Bragg and Letitia James should be criminals. They should be viewed in terms of using their influence, using their positions to manipulate and or fabricate. They're storytellers. They sit in these offices. A lot of these lawyers do. They sit in these offices, and they weave together these incredible works of fiction, malicious, devastating, ugly works of fiction about other people, right? And then go after them for it, right? And say, "See, this is what we think you did." Right? And because they're FBI, then people believe it, right? That's at the very top of what they do. That's the politicalization of it. And this guy at the top, I hope we hope that sort of thing will go away.
That they wouldn't share that information. When there were follow-up questions directed at Christopher Wray, at Lisa Monaco, at Merrick Garland, both in the House and Senate, they got real squirrely as to whether or not those federal assets had increased the level of criminal acuity. So as I think Mr. Biggs said during his remarks, there were people.
So that's earlier. He's going after. Here's another clip of
Green and I are not here to sell. Congresswoman Green and I are not here to sell.
If he doesn't get confirmed, then just hand it to her. Hand it to Congresswoman Green. That's all you do, right? If Matt Gaetz, you want to drag it out, first of all, you got to get Merrick Garland out of the seat. Merrick Garland, you're fired, right? Trump will fire him on the first day. And they can operate without an attorney general for a little while. But I do think Matt Gaetz will be confirmed. And if he's not, Trump is going to just go right to the next one. It's going to be Marjorie Taylor Greene. Right? And you better,
celebrate January 6th. We're not here to obsess about it, but we are here to expose the truth, to ask key questions about what happened on January 6th, who animated the violence, the extent to which the federal government may have been involved. We know this. January 6th last year wasn't an insurrection. No one has been charged with insurrection.
Nope.
No one has been charged with treason.
I think some people, this is a little late, this is 2 years ago, some people were charged with insurrection, but nobody was charged with seditious conspiracy, I guess, or I guess nobody was charged with insurrection or treason, but they were charged with seditious conspiracy, sedition. Right? Sedition, planning to overthrow the government. Fucking evil. Such an evil fucking thing to say about somebody for showing up at a fucking rally. Right? That's weaponization. That's what weaponization looks like. And if it's ever happened to you, then you know what it feels like too.
But it very well may have been a Fedsurrection. We did not want the Republican voice to go unheard, and we did not want today's historical narrative to be hijacked and captured by those who were the true insurrectionists.
That's right. He just called them the true insurrectionists. See, this is the guy you pick, right? This is the guy that gets the standing ovation. You don't pick a fucking what was the first attorney general that Trump picked was, what was that guy's name? I can't even remember his name. Some Jeff Sessions. You remember Jeff Sessions? Right? And he was replaced by William Barr, right? Two fucking dead duds, right? Total duds. Oh, no, we just follow the letter of the law. No, you follow the lead of the president of the United States who has a mandate to fill for the American people. That's your job. Right? What is the law of the land? The law of the land is the ethos, the essence of what comes out of the president of the United States' mouth, even if you don't like him, because guess what? More than half the country does, because he got elected, and now we know that he also won the popular vote. What else?
I do not believe that there would have been the same level of criminal acuity on January 6th of last year, but for the involvement of the federal government. The motive of the federal government.
So he's basically telling you that he believes that the federal government set the whole thing up, right? That's the kind of guy you have in the pocket. I just wanted to be clear about that because it's clear in my mind. So let's look at the markets. How's Trump stock doing? Ding, 938. We're open. We are open, and a little trouble in paradise. Let's see. Trump stock down $1 today. How are the overall markets looking? Nasdaq down 47. The Dow is up 2, and the S&P 500 is down 4. Nvidia. I think all eyes were on Nvidia yesterday. Produced better than expected earnings, but it didn't really go up that high. And let's see, Tesla 340, nice rebound from the 200s. What else we got here? What else? Google down 7, Apple. So technology getting a little bit of a hit right now. Facebook, Meta, amazing, $559 a share. I remember when that went down to like $80, and then it bounced all the way back up, 6 times the money on Facebook. So markets are, I would say, healthy. All Trump, if you want to look and find out where Trump's money is, how wealthy is Trump, you don't have to look no further than DJT, right? DJT, Donald Trump whatever it is, Donald Trump and Technology Group, Trump Media and Technology Group, DJT. Right, this is the Trump has 60% of the float. Right, so every time this thing goes up, if this goes, for example, if this is $30 a share right now, and it nets Trump because Trump has 60% of the stock, and he's worth $4 billion at that moment, right? If this doubles or triples or quadruples, right? If this goes up to 200 and splits or 500 and splits or 5,000 over years, Trump becomes clearly the richest man in the world. Now, how's he going to do it? Well, they already talked about crypto. He's got Elon Musk in his back pocket, right? They're going to take over media and they're going to couple that with crypto. Right, and then they put a challenge into the banks, right? Because they're using crypto rather than I guess the U.S. dollar. I don't know, but nonetheless, this is the one to watch, and it does look like from here that I don't know what it looks like. I forgot what I was going to say. So thanks for joining me. It's nice to be back. I'll be back. Same old schedule. I'll put it on my website. It looks like. I'll be here Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday for now. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 days a week, and I might change that to doing live. I've tried, live streaming at night. I don't. It's really not my lane. I don't feel, I don't know. It's just not my lane. But I might still do it. And I have other ideas that I'm working on right now. I'm being very quiet about it. I have some things that are. Big things that are brewing in the background that I'll talk about as time goes on. It's just everything has its moment, and we're here to stay. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much, Weevil Girl, for being here, and Zutsu Cooter, and Quinn Smith is here. Jesus is King is here. Spirit Child, and everybody else is lurking. Everybody else who participated today. Thank you, Deborah Q. for being here, for following this this reporter, and you know, that's what I am. You know, even if I'm not live, I'm still reporting. Right, like right now, Marcus Conte reporting.